All right, so for the month of January, oh shoot. For the month of January, I sold 10 cars during that whole month. First year or first month of 2025, only sold 10 cars. Obviously, like every other, or perhaps the great majority, I want to say 80% of car salespeople, right? Amateurs, still learning, new to the business, right? Well, too much. But yeah, most of us lose deals for small details, right? You either let them walk, you didn't agree to the pencil right, or just some, life happens. Depending on the process, it happens, right? Whatever happens, happens, and then you realize, and then you're like, oh well, I could have done this. You know what I'm saying? And so for the month of January, I only sold 10 cars. Perhaps 10 and a half, but sometimes when you're doing a deal and somehow you get skated, or let's say something happens, right? Because sometimes you're like, oh my God, I mean, either way, it's going to be a loser deal. I'm not going to make the big bucks on that deal. And for a half, just take it, And, I kind of do that. But obviously, I did get transferred this month to another location from the same company, from the same name, just different location. The location was south right here. Now they transfer me up a little more north. If you follow me on Instagram at Andy Apple, then you might know, where it is. But other than that, I sold 10 cars last month, and I'm like, well, you know, the original store where I started before I moved to the new one this month, it's pretty much an internet store. We do get foot traffic, but it's very minimal. You might see maybe like 30-40% of service customers, which they bought a vehicle there already, but nobody works that area, right? Because they're mainly older folks, per se. And so, the walk-ins or, foot traffic in there, it was very minimal. Maybe out of the blue. On a weekend, you might get like 30-40% walk-ins. But obviously they're there for a reason, right? Either for looking for a car, researching for your next vehicle, or they're gonna buy something right there, right? Just out of impulse and just because they need it. Not want it, but need it. And so that's it, right? My store, that store that I used to be in, it's more internet. And so me, while being in that store, I sold 10 cars, right? And they were pretty much like phone ups, right? Like internet leads, or perhaps, walk-ins, which if I do remember, I don't think a lot of them were walk-ins. If I'm actually, yeah, I think one of those deals, there are walk-ins, yeah. Maybe like two or three people, maybe like two or three persons, right, were walk-ins. Maybe. And of course, right, I lost a couple of deals, maybe competition and whatnot, but it happens, right? So I don't count those. But other than that, I did just sold 10 cars, right? Most of them were from internet. And so what happened is they transferred me to another store where, I have pretty much 10 dealerships competing, right? All over the place. And so what they told me is, hey, since you're only, selling such amount of cars, we're moving you to some other location where you have more opportunity and more of my people, right? Not racially speaking, but it is what it is, right? You can handle your people better, maybe. I don't know. Perhaps. And so my second store, the one that I'm currently working this February, there's a lot of people walking in. Just walking around on the lot, just foot traffic, always full traffic. On the first days that I've been there, just a little bit, right? I mean, nothing too crazy, nothing like they say, right? But it is a big mall. It's an auto mall. There's so many vehicles there. Vehicle brands. We have GMC, you got Nissan, Honda, Hyundai. You have Ford. You have CDJR. You have Kias. You have Volvo. You have a bunch more. Toyota, Lexus. You have all the dealerships in the world. And so if you are in that area, or you work, you're a car salesman and you're in that area, of work, which you're pretty competitive around your dealerships, then you're like, yeah, I mean, you have to be on your game. Like, that's a whole different type of salesman, right? Because the customer is already there, so there's a 50% chance they're gonna buy from you specifically. If they walk, then maybe it's not the car, maybe it's you. I mean, you never know, right? But yeah, I just wanted to make this quick little video. I know I did one 10 to 12 cars. That wasn't really specifically to the month, but on the month of January, I only sold 10 cars, and right now, I have one car out. And today was my day off on a Wednesday and Thursday. So today's a Wednesday, and right now I'm recording a Wednesday night, and it's the 5th of February. Yeah, one car out, and those are halves. One half and then one half. Today, the customer that set the appointment came in and bought. So I have my homie helping me out, obviously, right? And so that's one. The goal is 20 cars. I'm gonna see what I can do or what's gonna be the plan, because obviously I have more opportunity to sell 20 cars there than maybe in Poway. Well, my old dealership. But we'll see where this goes. And obviously, if you're watching this, hey, leave your opinion down below. If you're in the business, leave your opinion or perhaps your advice, right? Maybe some veteran is watching this. You sold cars a long time ago. I understand it's a process, but we'll see. I haven't quit it, and I don't tend quitting because it's not me. But we'll see what happens. Bye.